Yes, today we will be discussing my royal guards, my red menaces, yes. What's that? Oh, yes, you like my shirt. Yes, I wore it special for this occasion. But yes, anyway, never mind the fact my face looks like a nutsack. We are going to be discussing the fact that my royal guards might show up in a Disney Plus show that nobody wanted, nobody asked for, and nobody, you know what? Let's get on with it. Wakuian, roll the footage. Something, dark side.
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right,
that a lot.
okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
Here we are, as the Emperor stated, old Grampy Palpy himself stated, the Royal Guards might be appearing in an upcoming Disney Plus show. I know I'm not going to be watching this, but as the characters, I really am interested in them because we never got much of their backstory in any of the movies, or got to see them do much of anything other than stand there and look menacing and just cool as hell. And I have to tell you, as an action figure collector, you want to talk expensive figures, try buying those. Like 5-6 years ago when I started buying Star Wars figures again real heavy, and if they weren't buried in boxes wrapped up in individual plastic in my closet where a bunch of my action figures still are, I would pull them out and I would have had them set up or been messing around with them in the early stages of the video just to have fun. So I think these characters are cool. So I'm just kind of interested in the article to see what they were planning on doing or if they gave anything away. So let's go through this together. Probably a shorter video, but this is one that's made just out of sheer love of some cool underutilized characters from the original trilogy. And they were Senate guards in the prequels. They were blue, which I never bought any of those, but I wanted to so bad. I wanted to at least get like 4, 6, 8, 10 of them, you know, just a few. Oh, come on, with characters like that, you can't just buy like 1 or 2 of them. It's like Stormtroopers. You've got to have 100, which I do. So here we are, thedirect.com. For Star Wars fans, 2022 is expected to be a year long remembered. In addition to Star Wars Celebration and Obi-Wan Kenobi, fans are also expecting a droid story, Season 2 of The Bad Batch, Season 3 of The Mandalorian, and a new live-action Star Wars show in Andor. While Andor is anticipated to follow Obi-Wan Kenobi, strangely enough, it's also one of the projects audiences have heard the least about. Well, that's probably due to the fact because nobody was really interested in a Cassian Andor spin-off show. Especially when at first they said K2SO, Alan Tudyk wasn't going to be a part of it, and then I believe they backtracked and said he was. So it's all a big schmaz right now, to use some wrestling terminology. What fans do know is that Andor is expected to be a prequel to 2016's Rogue One, a Star Wars story that's set 5 years before the events of the film. The show also stars Diego Luna as he reprises his role as the rebel spy Cassian Andor, also one of the most forgettable characters in Star Wars history. I mean, let's be honest, when you think about characters who were supposed to play a big role in the movie, but really kind of faded into the woodwork. And Diego Luna was involved way more than Mon Mothma, but Mon Mothma was way more memorable than his character. And like I said, he was the co-star, basically, throughout the entire movie to Jyn Erso. The actress's name eludes me. Apart from a few interviews and leaked set photos, little else has been revealed or discussed as Lucasfilm appears to be approaching this spy thriller as Cassian approaches Rebel Intel. But now, a new rumor suggests just who else audiences may see in this secretive series. And then here's the Palpatine's Royal Guards to appear in Andor. They look so cool. Like those helmets, the masks, the cloaks, the staffs, everything was so cool and so mysterious about them. Like you couldn't help but wonder or come up with headcanon on who they were, how they were trained, how they would fight. According to a rumor from Bespin Bulletin, the Imperial Royal Guards will be making an appearance in Andor, Lucasfilm's upcoming Rogue One spin-off series for Disney+. While the Royal Guards are often attributed to Emperor Palpatine, it's more likely these formidable crimson-colored sentries will appear in a scene involving the Imperial Senate, accompanying Mas Amedda, the former vice chair of the Galactic Senate, who's also rumored to appear in the series. Mas Amedda is a blue-skinned Chagrian politician who appeared in all 3 of the prequel trilogy films. During the time period in which Andor was set, Mas Amedda will be serving as Grand Vizier of the Emperor. It's worth noting that this is far from the first time the Royal Guard has accompanied someone other than Palpatine. In addition to guarding Ameda in the comics, the Royal Guard also appeared in Rogue One alongside Darth Vader. What the Royal Guard and Imperial Senate could mean for Andor. If Lucasfilm intends to bring back Emperor Palpatine, in parentheses, again, between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Andor, the live-action series that makes the most sense is definitely Kenobi's, considering the Sith Lord was integral to the division between Anakin and his master.
Liar!
Therefore, it makes sense for Lucasfilm to utilize Mas Amedda in place of the Emperor for Andor, and not only is having him flanked by the Royal Guard in line with the comics, but it's also the perfect visual cue for Palpatine's presence and influence. Now, if this rumor proves to be true, the fact that the show intends to explore the Imperial Senate is a fascinating one. Similar to how Rogue One came about from a line in A New Hope, the Imperial Senate was first mentioned in the original 1977 film by Princess Leia when she claims to be a member of the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan. Later on in the film, Grand Moff Tarkin informs those on the Death Star and the audience the Imperial Senate will no longer be of any concern due to the Emperor having dissolved the Council permanently. Since Andor is set 5 years before A New Hope, it sounds like Star Wars may finally see this political institution under the thumb of Palpatine in live action, and possibly Princess Leia herself. It would certainly be an interesting aspect to explore in conjunction with Andor's missions. Hopefully fans will learn more about Andor and how the show intends to show the different facets of the Empire at Star Wars Celebration in May. Andor is expected to debut on Disney Plus sometime in 2022. I myself would love to see these menacing red guys brought to life again. The Senate is something that it's very intriguing. And I wish we would have gotten more of that in the movies, but in the interest of story and keeping things action-oriented, because there was a big backlash by fans to the Trade Federation and the inner workings of the trade disputes within the Phantom Menace, which I enjoyed the Phantom Menace. I thought it was a great building tool for the rest of the prequels, despite its shortcomings. Same thing with Attack of the Clones. The world-building aspect in the prequels alone put them head and shoulders above the sequel trilogy completely. But yeah, seeing the Imperial Guards, work with sitting senators would be absolutely cool, and I think it would be a nice touch to the series. One I probably won't watch, but if I can catch some highlights, if they do show the guards, we'll of course report on it to follow up to this story. That's all I got on this one, though. What do you think? Are you going to watch Andor? Are you going to watch any more of the Obi-Wans? Are you going to watch Obi-Wan when it debuts? Let me know in the comments below. Do all the YouTube things.
I'm Emperor Palpatine of the Place to Be Reviews, and I've been here with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to tell you. Do you want to send us stuff? Because this is how you send us stuff. We have a P.O. Box now. That's right. P.O. Box 924, Prudenville, Michigan 48657. If you have anything you'd like to send in to the Place to Be Reviews, that's where it goes, and that's where your packages will be coming from as well when I ship things out to you, my Kazooians.
I could do